Hi Gemini, this is Jessica with Cardinal Signs. I hope that you're doing well. So this reading is designed for those of you who are trying to make a choice. If you have two things that you're kind of bouncing between, you're not sure which is the best option for you, then we're going to take a look at the energies and see any additional information that may help you make your decision. Okay, so to start, I need you to focus on your two options. If you have more than two, choose the two most viable ones. And assign one of these choices to the first spread and the other option to the second spread. Okay, so once you're clear with that, we can begin. So the overall energy here with this path is the Queen of Cups, receptivity. We have the Six of Pentacles, compromise, and the Eight of Pentacles, ordinariness. We have the Ten of Swords, rebirth, and we have the Wheel of Fortune, change. Okay, so with the Queen of Cups showing up here at the top, this is indicating to me that you are very open to this particular path. It's like your arms are wide open, you're ready to embrace it and draw it into your life. You may feel very excited or deeply fulfilled when you think about this option. This may also bring you a sense of harmony and being in alignment. This particular path may also allow you to speak your truth or feel like you're able to communicate very freely. With the Six of Pentacles and ordinariness, oftentimes this can be a challenging card, but because I have the Eight of Pentacles here beside it, it's indicating to me that it's really not that big of a deal. It's not a deal breaker. So this can be, if it's a person, if we're talking about relationship, this can be minor differences, disagreements, squabbles, that kind of thing, not seeing eye to eye and having to compromise. But I see you being able to accomplish this. It is a little bit of work. It might not always come easy, but you can handle it. Now, with this path, you have the Ten of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune here together, change. So you can see this sense of transformation in this card where we have old and stale energy. And then we have this fierce period of growing pains. Okay, so it is going to be challenging. There may be some rebelliousness that you're dealing with, of kind of wanting to step outside of the box or break free of the mold. You may feel like you have a lot of inner turmoil that you're dealing with right now. You may feel like your gut's churning, even with fear, possibly. And yet, you continue to have this beautiful open heart. So even though you're afraid, even though things are maybe not perfect, and even though you have to work at it every day and put in the effort, it's all still worth it to you. It's like, this is everything. I may come back to this, but I want to take a look at what we have over here. Oh, so interesting. You have the King of Wands on the other side, healing. What are the odds of that? Wow. Okay. It's like two sides of the same coin. I'm going to have to feel what that means. Okay, so we also have the King of Pentacles, abundance, the Page of Swords, fighting. We have the Three of Pentacles, guidance. And we have the Emperor. Okay, these are really strong energies. Okay. This is so interesting. This option feels like there's a little bit more resistance. It feels like there's more like blockages to work through with this. So with this Queen of Cups, you're wide open to receiving and there's no resistance. There's like this flow and it's scary, but like it's still flowing. Whereas this King of Cups, he's coming in and I get this strong sense of resistance from him, especially because I have this fighting underneath. And I get the feeling that with this choice, it's like not being ready for it. It may be very tempting. It may be a very attractive option. I am picking up almost like you're seduced by whatever this is. And yet there is a big part of you that is closed off to this path. It's almost like from the very beginning, you wouldn't be able to jump in with both feet. It's like you're digging in your heels, even though it's very interesting and very attractive to you. Because we have the Three of Pentacles here, and I do read my cards differently depending on which deck I use. This is connection to your spirit guides and to angels, and you may receive guidance or nudges through your dreams in particular, but it's also asking you to go with your gut. There's this strong need for you to honor your intuition, third eye up here, and your gut. What is your gut telling you about this choice? Because under the surface, even though it's very alluring, there is this strong resistance in you that feels that maybe something is off. Maybe something's too good to be true. With the Emperor, he's bringing in the energy of fierce independence and breaking free. And he's bringing in clarity because he's showing up next to the guidance here. This may actually be a person who is going to come in and shed some light on your situation and help you make your choice very clearly. This is someone who is very wise. This could be a friend, or it could be a father-like figure, somebody who you really admire, coming through and helping to clarify, acting, so like spirit is acting through this person. And so if you feel like you're stuck or you're bound in this situation, and you have all this resistance here, that is going to open up for you. If this is something that you deeply feel that you should be pursuing, it will eventually get easier. But initially, I think you're going to have a lot of inner conflict and be unhappy. It's almost like there's this superficial quality to this choice and it doesn't run as deep as you were hoping. Okay, so let's see here. Wow, you also have the Death card with this. These three cards here are like the most intense change cards that are in this deck. This is like what I call the mini death. the Ten of Swords, and then we have change, the Wheel of Fortune, and then transformation, which is the traditional death card. So this is really big. This is fundamentally altering your reality. Again, it's probably scary and it's going to require a lot of strength, a lot of personal strength to continue to pursue this and to push through all of these changes. But again, I keep being drawn back to this overall card here, this Queen of Cups, who is just so ready for this. Two of Swords. Okay, so with this path, you're going to be faced with yet another choice, yet another fork in the road. So if you decide, if you're very drawn to this path by this King of Pentacles energy, it's very alluring. He's almost coming up to me like feeling like the devil, like something that is meant to grab your attention, meant to draw you in. And yet there is this sense of being bound and resisting and not being in flow. And here we have as your potential outcome, if you choose this option, continuing to be divided, continuing to feel like you're being split in two, like you're having to almost be like this glue holding things together is what I'm getting. I'm also seeing you continuing to doubt yourself. So this is a hard path. This second option is definitely the hard path. Even though this one is asking you to change more and really like evolve and embrace uncertainty. That's hard, but I think this is harder because there's so much resistance, there's so much disillusionment and unfulfillment and being disappointed with the outcome. This outcome is not disappointing for you. With death, it is incredibly invigorating and exciting. You're going to feel like you're just so alive, like your world is on fire in the best possible way. I'm going to tune in here. Okay, so I'm seeing an archer. He has an arrow that's on fire. He's releasing his arrow and it's hitting the mark. Okay, so things are going to happen very quickly. Be prepared for that. You are right on target. You will feel that you're right on target. You will feel this immense intensity. There's a lot of passion. There's a lot of like this emotional release that's associated with this choice. And I'm also getting like once it's done, it's done. It's kind of like yeah, there's this sense like it's like this target and it's like you hit it and it's like everything changes. Okay, so this choice is setting your world on fire in an amazing way. Let me tune in here. Oh, wow. Okay. It's kind of dark. So I'm seeing a person who has been bound like hands and legs and gagged, and they've been dropped into the ocean and allowed to sink to the bottom. So kind of freaky image, but this is illustrating how you might feel. It's interesting that I got such a watery image with this, and we do have the water, but even though this side is coming up as the Queen of Cups, there is this intense fire element coming through, which we see in this rebirth card. And I get this strong sense of like your world being set on fire again, like so much passion, and it's like reinvigorating everything. With this one, there's this sense of being like a prisoner to your circumstances and of being like drowned, either emotionally suppressed or restricted, or like you just can't break free, and it feels really bad. So that was a pretty clear, I think. Hopefully it made sense. This one is like, yes, 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 do this. And this one is like, oh, wow, that's going to be really tough. And it is going to require a lot of emotional processing and just a lot of work. And that's not to say that this is the end, but to me, this doesn't look like it's in your best interest. This feels like a step backwards. The image that I received feels like the Eight of Swords, which to me isn't something that you should be walking towards. It's something that you should be walking away from. So hopefully this reading was helpful for you, Gemini. Hopefully these messages made sense to you. If it did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. So take care of yourself, and I will see you again soon.